Murder at the donut shop. Two brothers own a donut shop, Don and Ben. They alternate days in which they close. One night it was Don's turn to close the shop. Hours went by and he didn't come home. Don's kids, John and Amy, went to the donut shop to check on the whereabouts of their dad. They entered the shop only to find Don laying on the floor deceased. The police were called in and detectives found the murder weapon, the rolling pin. They took the item in for DNA testing along with the DNA samples from a few of the family members. These samples go through VNTR Analysis and are amplified at two different locuses. By doing this, we can cross-examine the DNA evidence left at the crime scene to that of the suspects. This will help us eliminate the suspects. If a suspect has matching bands at both locuses, they are then guilty of the crime. In the first gel shown here, has the VNTR Locus 1 amplified. Looking at the evidence, we can see that the victim can be crossed out because both bands don't match that of the evidence. Same goes for the brother, Ben, and the daughter, Amy. Another thing to take note of is how the kids' bands are inherited from their parents. As you can see, the son here inherited both bands from the mother, while the daughter, Amy, inherited one band from the mother and one band from the father. At this point, the investigators are alarmed to see that the only bands that match that of the evidence are the wives' and sons' DNA samples, so they continue to be very prominent suspects in this case. Now we look at VNTR Locus 2 amplified. You can see that the victim here, their bands don't match that of the evidence, neither does that of Ben, the brother. However, now the sons doesn't match that of the evidence in the rolling pin, but the wife and daughter's bands, both of them, are matching to that of the evidence in the rolling pin. This leads them to them both being suspects. However, since the daughter didn't have any of her bands matching that in the VNTR Locus 1, she is safe. But the wife, since she had both bands matching VNTR Locus 2 and 1, she's brought into questioning. She denies ever being at the scene. It's not until Don's brother breaks and confesses his affair with his brother's wife and her intentions to removing Don from the picture and living a happy life together. It was a crime out of passion.